Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to speak to you today. Let me tell you something. We've all been told at some point in our lives that we can't do something, that we're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. But let me remind you of one powerful truth. The only limit to your potential is the one you place on yourself. I know, let me tell you something, embracing the challenge is the first step towards greatness. Life won't hand you anything on a silver platter, and if it does, it's probably not worth having. You've got to be willing to fight for what you want. You've got to walk straight into the obstacles, face the struggles head on and say, I'm ready for this. It's never easy, but let me tell you, the harder the challenge, the sweeter the victory. If you choose the path of least resistance, you're never going to learn anything about yourself. The people who change the world, the ones who make a real impact, are the ones who don't back down when things get tough. They're the ones who rise when the world tells them to sit down. Life's challenges are what shape us, what build us. If you really want to prove everyone wrong, you've got to be willing to take those hits, to endure the pain, and to keep moving forward no matter how tough things get. You see, we all face difficulties, but it's how you respond to them that matters. Everyone has a story of struggle, but not everyone has a story of perseverance. It's easy to quit. It's easy to give up, but it takes strength, real strength, to keep going when the odds are against you. There's a certain power that comes from pushing through the hardest moments. You have to believe that the struggle is worth it, that you are capable of overcoming whatever comes your way. Now, here's the key. You cannot shy away from the fight. The fight might not always be physical. It might not always be visible to others, but it's always there. It's the fight within yourself. It's the fight to believe in your own potential when the world seems to tell you otherwise. It's the fight to trust in your journey, to trust in the process, even when the path seems unclear. And the greatest thing about embracing the challenge is the way it forces you to grow. It pushes you to dig deeper within yourself, to find strengths you didn't even know you had. And when you rise above those challenges, you come out stronger, wiser, and more equipped to handle whatever else life throws your way. So stop running from the challenges. Welcome them. Learn from them. Use them to fuel your journey. Last and not least, the theme of today is resiliency. Something I believe incredibly strongly. When you face those moments with courage, you're already halfway to proving everyone wrong. Yes, but not quite. Let me remind you of something powerful. You have more within you than you could ever imagine. The world is quick to tell you what you can't do, to limit your potential based on where you come from, who you know, or what you've achieved so far. But here's the truth. You are the author of your own story, and no one, absolutely no one, should have the power to define your limits but you. Believing in your own power means understanding that the strength you need to succeed is already inside you. It's not about waiting for someone else to give you permission. It's about recognizing that you were born with everything you need to reach the heights you dream of. The greatest obstacles you'll face are not the ones outside of you. They're the ones within. They're the doubts, the fears, the voices in your head telling you that you're not enough. The first thing you need to do is accept the fact that there is no guarantee that you'll ever get the job you want. And if you listen to those voices, you will never rise to your full potential. But when you start believing in your power, something changes. You stop asking for permission. You stop doubting yourself. You stop acting not out of fear, but out of belief. It's about knowing that no matter how many times you've fallen, you've got what it takes to get back up. And getting back up with that unwavering belief is where your true strength lies. When you believe in your power, you become unshakable. The world may try to break you, to push you down, but when you know who you are and what you're capable of, nothing can touch you. It's not about arrogance, it's about confidence. It's about the quiet knowing that no matter what they say or do, you have the ability to achieve great things. Belief in yourself doesn't need a loud voice. It needs unwavering action. People might tell you that you can't achieve something, that your dreams are too big. But remember, they're not the ones living your life. They're not the ones waking up every day with the fire inside you. Your power doesn't come from anyone else's approval. It comes from you. The moment you stop waiting for someone else to validate your dreams, you unlock a whole new level of power. You have the strength to shape your own destiny. And don't you dare let anyone steal that from you. No matter how many times they try to put you down or tell you that you're not good enough, you hold your head up high because you are enough. You've always been enough. Believe in your own power, and the world won't know what hit it. When you own your power, nothing can stand in your way. You become unstoppable. So tap into that power, own it, live it, and let the world see exactly what you're capable of. There will always be distractions in life. People, situations, challenges that try to pull your attention away from the path you've chosen. The world is full of noise, opinions, and setbacks, all designed to test your resolve. But here's the truth. Your vision is yours, and no one else can see it the way you do. The moment you let external distractions steal your focus is the moment you lose sight of why you started in the first place. Staying focused on your vision is about understanding what you want and keeping that purpose at the forefront of everything you do. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day struggles and lose track of where you're headed. People will tell you to take a different route. They'll try to convince you that their way is the right way. And at times, you may even question your own journey. But your vision is your North Star, and it will guide you even when the road gets tough. The people who achieve greatness, the ones who break through the noise, are the ones who stay focused. They don't let temporary setbacks, criticism, or the pressure to conform knock them off course. They understand that the path they're walking isn't about pleasing others. It's about fulfilling their purpose. And to fulfill your purpose, you have to block out the distractions. You have to keep your eyes fixed on that vision, no matter how many storms come your way. This means you must be deliberate with your time, your energy, and your attention. Every decision you make needs to align with where you're trying to go. If something or someone doesn't contribute to your vision, it's time to let it go. That's the hard truth. You can't afford to waste time on things that don't move you forward. And that doesn't just mean physical actions. It means protecting your mental and emotional space too. Negative energy, self-doubt, and toxic relationships are all distractions that cloud your focus. Staying focused doesn't mean ignoring the world around you. It means having the discipline to prioritize what truly matters. It means having the clarity to understand that your vision is bigger than any momentary obstacle or distraction. Every time you face adversity, remind yourself of why you're doing this. Remind yourself of the dream you have, and let that vision become the fuel that pushes you through every hard moment. There's also power in consistency. Focus isn't just about seeing the end goal. It's about showing up every single day, putting in the work and making the small decisions that align with your vision. It's easy to get excited at the beginning of a journey, but the true test comes when the excitement fades, when the grind sets in. That's when your vision becomes your anchor, keeping you steady, keeping you driven, even when everything else around you feels chaotic. And remember, it's your vision that will set you apart. While others may be distracted by the opinions of the crowd, the changing tides, or the latest trends, you'll be the one who keeps moving forward because you know where you're going. The people who are truly successful in life are the ones who hold on to their vision when everyone else is wavering. They know that their vision isn't something they just hope for. It's something they're actively working toward every single day. So no matter what comes at you, stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize. Trust your journey and never let anyone or anything take you off course. Your vision is powerful, and when you focus on it with everything you have, nothing can stand in your way. Doubt is a powerful force. It's sneaky, it's persistent, and it has a way of creeping into your mind when you least expect it. But let me tell you something. Doubt isn't the enemy. Doubt can be the very thing that propels you forward if you know how to use it. Every time someone tells you that you're not good enough, every time you hear that voice in your head questioning your abilities, you have a choice. You can either let that doubt hold you back, or you can use it as fuel to drive you to greatness. Here's the thing.
Okay, thanks.
Everyone faces doubt. It doesn't matter how successful someone looks from the outside. They've all had moments when they wondered if they were capable, when they questioned whether they were on the right path. The difference between those who succeed and those who give up isn't that they didn't feel doubt, it's that they didn't let it control them. They turned it into something powerful. They didn't fight against it, they embraced it and used it to push them even harder. Doubt isn't something to be afraid of, it's a signal. It's telling you that you're pushing beyond your comfort zone. You're reaching for something greater than what you've known. And that's when doubt begins to show up. But that's also when you've got to double down. That's when you've got to turn the negative energy into something positive, something that fuels your passion and determination. The person who doubts you might not see what you see. The person who tells you that you can't do it might not understand what you're capable of. But you know your potential, and you have the power to prove them wrong. The key is to shift your mindset. Instead of seeing doubt as something that can stop you, see it as an opportunity to prove to yourself just how strong you really are. When you're faced with that voice of doubt, recognize it for what it is, a challenge. And when you accept the challenge, you gain strength. Every time you push through the doubt, you get stronger. Every time you overcome the negative thoughts, you build resilience. That's how you turn doubt into fuel, by using it to sharpen your focus, strengthen your resolve, and intensify your commitment. Because without fear, you can't grow. And so, when I saw this, I was very impressed. Doubt also has a way of bringing out your best. When someone doubts you, it lights a fire within you to show yourself just what you're capable of. It's like a challenge that sparks your inner drive. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going well, but the real test of your character is how you respond when things get tough. When doubt starts to creep in, that's when you have to dig deep and remind yourself of your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you believe in your dream? Let that answer be the fuel that keeps you moving. And let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than proving doubt wrong. There's a special kind of pride that comes from accomplishing something despite the odds, despite the doubters, despite the challenges. When you look back on those moments, you'll realize that doubt wasn't a setback. It was a stepping stone. It was the fire that forged your strength, the thing that made you rise when everyone else thought you'd fall. So don't shy away from doubt. Welcome it. Use it as an opportunity to show the world what you're made of. Because when you turn doubt into fuel, you don't just prove others wrong. You prove to yourself that there's no limit to what you can achieve. Here's one thing I want you to remember. No matter what happens, never stop moving forward. Life will test you, it will challenge you, and it will try to knock you down. You will face setbacks. Some of them will feel like the end, like you've hit a wall and there's no way through. But in those moments, you have to make a choice. You can either stop, give in to the frustration, and accept defeat, or you can keep moving. Even if it's just one small step at a time, you have to keep moving forward. The hardest moments in life are often the ones that define us. It's easy to keep going when things are going well, when everything is smooth and you're cruising along with no obstacles in sight. But it's in the struggles, the setbacks, the moments when you feel like giving up that you truly learn what you're made of. Perseverance isn't about avoiding failure. It's about continuing to move despite it. Every time you get knocked down, you have a choice. Stay down or rise up. And when you choose to rise, even when it's tough, you're building the kind of strength that no one can take away from you. Life doesn't care about your plans. It's unpredictable, and it has a way of throwing curveballs when you least expect it. You'll face disappointments, failures, and moments of self-doubt. But here's the key. You can't let those moments define your journey. They are part of the process, but they are not the end of the road. When you keep moving forward, when you refuse to let the setbacks stop you, you send a message to the world and to yourself that you are stronger than anything life throws at you. Resilience is built in the moments when you decide not to quit. It's important to remember that moving forward doesn't always mean taking giant leaps. It's okay to take small steps. It's okay if you don't have all the answers. If the road ahead seems unclear, progress is progress, no matter how small. Every time you get up after a fall, every time you push through a hard moment, you're moving forward. Those small steps add up, and before you know it, you'll look back and see how far you've come. Never stop moving forward because you don't know how close you are to your breakthrough. Sometimes it's the next step that changes everything. You might be inches away from the success you've been working so hard for, and if you stop now, you'll never know what could have been. The breakthrough often comes when you feel like you can't take another step. But if you keep pushing through that moment, you'll find the strength to break through the wall in front of you. And even if you stumble along the way, remember that every stumble is a lesson. Every failure is a chance to grow, to learn, and to adjust your course. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. It's about never letting a mistake or setback stop you from continuing your journey. When you keep moving forward, you are showing the world and yourself that nothing can hold you back. You are determined. You are relentless. You are a force that refuses to be stopped. The road ahead may not always be clear, but the most important thing is that you keep walking it. Don't stop because it's hard. Don't stop because the path is unclear. Keep going step by step, and the path will unfold in front of you. When you stay committed to moving forward, no matter how difficult the journey becomes, you'll see that all the struggles, all the hard work, and all the moments of doubt were worth it. Every single moment of doubt was blessed by. You'll see that the only thing that could have truly stopped you was the decision to stop moving. So make the choice today and every day. Never stop moving forward. No matter how many obstacles come your way, no matter how many times you fall, rise again. Keep pushing, keep striving, and keep believing, because at the end of the day, it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up and keep moving. So I say to you today, don't let anyone's doubt define who you are. You've got a fire within you, a power that nobody else can see. And when you prove them wrong, when you rise above their expectations, you will have proven something even greater, that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in the way of your dreams. Thank you.